How we doing, guys? Welcome back to 60 Beer Reviews. Today we're checking out some Boulevard, one of their classic ales. This is their Tank 7 American Saison. Classic Saison from them. Yeah, I've had this beer one time before. I believe it was a couple years ago. Picked it up at the brewery at the time. Um, so glad I got to make it out to their tap room. Highly recommend checking out Kansas City and Boulevard. Just an awesome place to drink beer. And I've brought one of these home. I brought it in, I think it was a 16-ounce can. Um, I know those are hard to find though, usually only if you're in Kansas City or surrounding areas. But we got a recent shipment of some Boulevard beers here in Nashville, and I picked up some Tank 7 to check out. So 8.5% ABV and 45 IBUs, brewed and bottled by Boulevard Brewing Company, Kansas City, Missouri. Um, Bottled on April 3rd, 2024. Best by December 29th. So we are right around, what is that? 6 months? Yeah, right around 6 months old. Maybe a little older. So, but still great by their best by date. We're still a couple months out from there. So, yeah, I'm excited to check this out. I think the last time I had it was a little fresher. Um, but I'm stoked to check out some Boulevard. We get drips and drabs of their stuff every now and then, but nothing crazy. I originally went to the store because I saw they had their unfiltered wheat in 6 packs, and they had it. I picked it up, looked at the best by date. It was about 3 weeks out of date, so I didn't grab it. I'm sure it still would have been fine, but I don't know, something about buying a whole 6 pack, whole 6 pack out of date is just too much for me. So I was a little sad about that because I do really love that beer. It's like been a bucket list beer for me to review. I don't know why. I just remember loving it when I had it on draft there. But you know what? Tank 7, another beer that I love from them. So let's get her in the glass. Proper glassware. Smokestack series glass. I'm going to pour the whole thing in. I was expecting high carbonation, and we got it. But God, it looks beautiful. They're just, look at that. Solid, like 3 fingers of pretty foamy, kind of like off-white colored head. It's dissipating, but it's also sticking around. There's pretty decent head retention. You can tell it's gonna dive off here though eventually. Nice carbonation. You can see bubbles in the glass, and it's got this nice, just like kind of like unfiltered, or like nearing unfiltered, like hazy lemonade. Little darker though, a little like orange, like golden colored in there. So yeah, beer looks really nice. Let's get a nose on it. Yeah. Yep. Oh, it's just so fruity. It's like citrus, a little pine even. It's American Saison, so it's not going to be like your typical Belgian Saison. It's going to have that American spin on it, and you definitely get the hops in here. But you also get that traditional like Belgian yeast, almost like bubblegummy thing. Maybe even like a little bit of like a white grape. But for the most part, it's got that. Shoot, what is that? It's like not tannins. It's, I don't know. Don't know the word I'm looking for. It's got that like funky thing going on, but it's like a citrus funk. like slightly barnyardy, but it's not over the top. It still has a nice malt background mixed with the citrus. It has like a, I don't know, almost like what I imagine like a Belgian IPA being like. Yeah, it smells really nice. So let's dive in. Cheers, y'all. It's really, really nice. It's so fun to check out styles like this, because I don't even know the last time I had a Saison. This is really good. I'd say like medium. It drinks lighter, but it has this like medium body. But like that carbonation makes you think that it drinks lighter. It's just like super spritzy. Drinks almost like a like sparkling wine. It's just like citrus, like hay, like barnyard um, earthiness kind of hanging around on the finish. Slight, it's not like really a bitterness. Yeah, it's like as soon as it hits your tongue, there's this like medium body. It's like slightly syrupy, and then immediately it's just tons of carbonation, super spritzy, um, nearing the finish. Just such a different style that I haven't had in a while. Yeah, it doesn't drink like 8.5% at all. Lemon, even a little grapefruit, like like a grapefruit peel rather than a like grapefruit juice. Really good, really good. I'm sure even as this sits out more, I'll pick out other things, but first thing that's coming to my mind is just that citrus, that barnyard Belgian bubblegum, nice carbonation. It's just a solid beer. It really is. I had the 16-ounce can of this. I almost prefer with this style. I think 12 ounces is perfect for me, for um, my personal taste. I enjoy the style, but I don't want to have too much of it. Because it's just I feel like this style can definitely take over your palate. It's just so different. There's even like a floral honey note, but it's also super dry. It's not sweet, cloying or anything. 8.5%, you kind of expect it to almost be, but it is super dry. Just a nice sipper. I paid $4.50 or something like that for a bottle. Might have been less than that. I might have been thinking the barrel aged beers that they had. But even then, if it was that, I'd pay this all day. 8.5%. Um, Something I don't see too often, So um, I don't know what a 4 6 pack. Is it 6 pack? Gotta be 6 pack that they have this in. I don't know. But it's just really solid at the end of the day. I pick it up again. I want to try some of their other stuff. I have one other bottle, um, a barrel aged offering from them to check out here. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, Boulevard, it's super underrated, in my opinion. Um, I don't think I've had a bad beer from them yet. A couple years ago when I went to the tap room, brought some of their stuff back. I brought like a mixed pack back. Brought some barrel aged stuff, some like red IPA. I brought Tank 7 back. Rye on Rye, probably my favorite I've had to date from them. But the unfiltered wheat, I love that beer, and I hate if I see it again and it's a little fresher. I'll pick it up and try to review it because I just love that beer. It's a solid wheat beer, really good. But this is awesome. So I know people out there have had this one. Let me know what you thought. If you're a big fan of Boulevard, I know there's a lot of fans of Tank 7. I think it won gold at one of the festivals a few years ago. Surprised they don't say that on here. But yeah, solid beer from Boulevard out of KC Mo. That's all I got, guys. Catch you next time. Cheers.